Hi guys, I'm Colleen at the OT Toolbox. Today we are going to show you some great finger dexterity exercises with a Halloween theme. This is a really good hand warm-up for handwriting activities or before working on some fine motor activities. So let's get started with that. Okay, so first up, we have tapping your fingers like you're just warming up those fingers. We're going to pretend you're tapping along to some Halloween music. Next, stretch your fingers, touch your thumb to the tips, and pretend you're stretching like a spider. Next, we're going to keep going with those finger stretching spider exercises. Make your hand into a spider on the tabletop as you extend and straighten and flex your fingers. You're going to oppose your finger to the thumb. Next, crawl your fingers away like a spider walking across the table. This is really working on finger isolation. Next, we'll work on hand and wrist mobility. Let's pretend your hand is a ghost floating through the air on a spooky Halloween night. Next, you can isolate those fingers with flexion, with abduction and adduction, and pretend your fingers are a ghost family. Next, turn your hand into a pumpkin. Make your thumb into a tight fist and stretch your fingers out. Then you can move your thumb between each finger as you oppose and rotate your thumb around to the fingers. Move your thumb like it's a stem on a pumpkin. Next, we're going to stretch your fingers out and tap your thumb to the tip of each finger in opposition. Count the number of houses that you're going to go trick-or-treating to. Then you can flex your finger even more with opposition to the base of the fingers. This is a really great stretch for that thumb. Next, we're going to move your hand through some tendon glides. As you do this, watch the video and move your hand as it moves in the same positions. You're going to pretend your fingers are moving like a skeleton is moving their bones. We're doing tendon glides here to really allow for mobility of the tendons through the hand. This is a great exercise for tendon healing after a surgery. However, it's a super great range of motion and flexibility exercise that can be a great warm-up for fine motor tasks. Next, we're going to stretch the wrist and like a skeleton and move it again side to side. Then use your other hand and pretend to open up some candy. You can just twist and rotate that wrist. Next, move your fingers like a spider on a mirror. You're going to extend each finger with both hands together. The next exercise will be tapping your thumb and fingers to the tip of each of your other hand like a witch, making some interesting concoctions in their cauldron. Do that a few times. Then we're going to tap your fingers along on the table surface like you're tapping along to some Halloween music. Imagine some spooky music playing in the background. Finally, the last exercise is walking your fingers along as if you're trick-or-treating with a friend. That's all for today. I hope these finger dexterity exercises were helpful for you. You can use these as yoga exercises for your fingers and really work on finger control, finger isolation, opposition, separation of the sides of the hand. There's so many different ways you can do this, all with a great Halloween theme. Have fun.